I've seen his Instagram reels. He's out there doing boxing and shit. We don't need you boxing, bro. We need you playing football, bro.
Welcome back to Universal Sports. We're live and direct from Old Trafford. We have a special guest with us, Mr. Mohsin. How are you, Mr. Mohsin?
I'm very good, bro. How are you?
All good. So coming up on this channel today, we're going to talk about how Rashford should be dropped. Man United could potentially get a points deduction for their 3-year period loss. Bruno could be doubtful for the Saints game. Ronaldo states that in the podcast that they need to rebuild. Also, Ugarte could make his debut for Man United on Saturday, as he's got minutes in, and also Sean Hoyland could return. Let's talk about Ronaldo. As in his Rio's podcast, YouTube, he said that Manchester United need to rebuild from the start. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he did say Manchester United rebuild from the start, and to be fair, he's speaking the obvious there. I guess it's nice to hear coming from a legend. He did also say in the interview that he still loves United. I get he probably does still love United, and the United fans still do love him despite everything, how it ended at the end of the 2020, well, mid 2022 season. But let's not forget that that man was on the verge of signing for Manchester City, and that just wasn't rumours. That was, that was pretty much fact as well. Everyone confirmed it. Then Fergie had to stop him. So yeah, whilst we all still love the guy, he can't just wash his hands off that. The fans won't forget that either. But yeah, he is right. We do still need to rebuild. Right from the ground up. I completely agree, because the last 10 years, 12 years now, we've been shit for how long? 2013
since Fergie retired.
So that was like end of 2013. So this is the 2024, 2025 season. So yeah, right. We need to rebuild on all fronts, and it will probably take a lot longer than we'd like. We'll probably be granddads by then, perhaps. But yeah, he's right.
Ronaldo also stated in the podcast with Rio that Ten Hag should listen to Ruud more often, get his advice from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Is he right in that way, or Ten Hag uses his own mind?
I don't think he's right at all, because at the end of the day, if you're the head coach, if you apply somebody else to be, one of the other coaches to assist with, I don't know, the striking or whatever, then that's his job. What's he supposed to do? Like, otherwise, he's just asking for Ruud van Nistelrooy to take over. In all honesty, it sounds like Ronaldo's a bit, he's still bitter about how it ended at Man United. But yeah, Ten Hag ain't no saint in my books anyway.
Yeah, Ten Hag, again with the Sancho, Ronaldo, Pogba, there's few big players have left because of probably say Ten Hag. But Ten Hag's become stubborn. With Ronaldo, he was right. That his guys need to listen more often to other people. So Ten Hag basically needs to get his tactics and substitution right going forward now, which is a downfall. In terms of Ten Hag, what do you think? The 2 games back-to-back losses now, a third loss to Southampton, and it could be game over.
Yeah, I'm not surprised the way this season started, to be fair. I don't think the board will sack him unless it goes horrendously bad in terms of like we just keep losing and maybe like 1 in 15 wins or something like that. Then they'll sack him, and then you just get a caretaker in just to do the rest of the season, see where you finish. But I don't think they will sack him, because eventually it will get better. I'm not saying it will be great, but it will start getting better. But I think the board and the club have realised that over the last 10 years or so, you keep hiring and firing these managers, you do that 2-3 year rebuild, that project again and again, and it's still not getting you anywhere. So we might as well just stick to this manager until we have that, that manager, that name, that guy we want that's available. And until then, let's just stick with the current manager and see where we're at. But yeah, not everything happening is down to the manager, because at the end of the day, it's not the manager that's not finishing his chances like Rashford and like Garnacho and all these guys. In fact, Rashford's not even getting any shots on goals. He's not getting any shots on goals this whole season. It's been 3-4 games. So yeah, that's where I stand.
So going back on Rashford, talking about Rashford, we'll bring that in now. Rashford needs to be dropped against Southampton. His mindset and his game time is not there with him. Although he had some few chances against Liverpool, got them crosses in for Xerxes, but for me, he's better off starting off the bench and Garnacho starting that side, Ahmad on that side. He's more technical, Ahmad. But what do you think of Rashford so far? Even last season, he underperformed.
You know me, Averse. I'm Rashford's biggest fan. He's been my little darling. Now my little darling's more like Mano. He's my little darling now. But yeah, bro, it's been horrible to watch, horrible to witness. After that 2023 season, you thought, bank, we've got our guy now. Do you know what I mean? That's it. We don't have to worry about the left wing. We got our guy, 30 goals a season, 25 or 20 goals minimum. But he's just regressed. He's regressed. He just about got into double figures last season. And this season looks as bad as well. He doesn't look any good at all. And I don't want to come down too hard on him as well, but he needs to... Have you ever seen Rocky 4?
Yeah, I've seen Rocky 4.
Yeah, he needs to go on Rocky 4. You know what Rocky 4 does in you know what Rocky Balboa does in Rocky 4, yeah? He goes to the mountains, he puts away all distraction, gets away from his family, he goes to nature, yeah, takes away all the technology, and he just goes hard and he finds himself as well. And before Rocky 4, actually, he needs to go to Rocky 3 and he needs to get back the Eye of the Tiger, yeah? Whoever that is he needs to train with, he needs the Eye of the Tiger, then he needs to go on Rocky 4. Go train somewhere. I've seen his Instagram reels, he's out there doing boxing and shit. We don't need you boxing, bro. We need you playing football, bro. Do you know what I mean? Left hook and right jabs and uppercuts, they ain't gonna help, bro, unless you've, planning starting a fight.
With Tyson Fury.
Yeah, exactly, bro. In fact, Rashford just looks like anyway. But anyway, yeah, he needs to, what I'm trying to say is he needs to find himself. Whatever's going on in his, it looks like something's going on in his personal life that's affecting him on the pitch. Whatever it is, I'm guessing it's not been sorted out by now. Okay, so if it's not been sorted out by now, you need to find a way to deal with that. I'm not having it because all these younger players that keep talking about mental health, this and that. Jesse Lingard talked about his mum being unwell and going through depression. Look, I 100% empathise with that. But there've been plenty of players in the past as well, in the past era. They were from the era where men just got on with it, and you just kind of have to get on with it. Paul Scholes, he had a son as well who is a special needs type of child, and he had to go through loads of things as well. If you listen to what he says on the podcast, if you watch it on the overlap, so he had to go through shit as well. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to go through these things. You have to perform. You're on 200k a week. You're supposed to be the star of this club, the main man, but you're not even underperforming. You're underperforming. There's like an average. You should be at like 15 to 20 goals, like 15 goals for you in a season, and 15 to 20 goals in a season, that should be an average season for you. But 30 young goals onwards, that should be where you should be at. But you're below both of them. But yeah, if he doesn't perform this season, we need to cut, unfortunately.
Yeah, the fans have jumped on the bandwagon with Rashford. They've had enough. I remember a Liverpool game, I was watching him. The substitution he made left Rashford on and took off Garnacho for Ahmad.
Yeah.
Erik Ten Hag's become stubborn with Rashford. I can see it last few games, even last year.
Yeah.
Rashford's starting every single game. He's starting and he's underperformed. Since he signed a new contract for 380k a week, that's a lot. 380 a week, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
And Rashford has just declined and has gone downhill. I don't know if it's the fact to do with Sancho, his best mate, or other people leaving. It looks like Rashford is the last man standing now. So what do you think? Rashford, if he doesn't perform to his full ability, doesn't start scoring this season, cut our losses, even get him rid of him on the cheap?
Yeah, 100%, because he's not 22, 23, and he's not that young guy. He's 26, 27. He's more closer towards 30 now than he was in his 20s. So, and if we're being completely honest, he's had more seasons where he's underperformed than he has actually performed. And so yeah, I 100% agree. I was quite surprised that we actually kept him on this season, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, if this season he doesn't perform, then you got to wonder why we're keeping this guy. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, if we keep him on, I'll start to question the likes of Omar Breda, Brailsford. Who else is in charge now? Murdoch?
Dan Washworth, Jason Wilcox.
All these guys.
All
yeah.
this. So
all these guys were
Ineos.
Yeah, exactly. Ineos. These guys were meant to revolutionise, and because these guys said that if a player doesn't perform in 2 seasons, they're out, and that's a policy I 100% agree with. Right. And so if Rashford doesn't perform this season, he does need to be out. But yeah, I'm not, like, for me, he has to score over 20 goals until the end of the season to be considered for next season. Otherwise, if not, yeah, cut our losses in. And look, if apparently PSG seem to be pretty interested in him. If they want him for at least 40 million, you can get 40 million for shit players now. So yeah, he should go. But it sounds so wrong because I love Rashford so much. But Rashford, if you're probably not watching, but just watch Rocky 3, then watch Rocky 4, man. That's what you need to do.
So moving on, we got a big game on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff, early kickoff again. Could you see potentially Ugarte starting on the bench or starting the game? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he'll start me. I think hopefully everybody's a bit refreshed. Well, of course, a lot of the players don't play for international, but yeah, hopefully some of the lads will have a break. I think if we start him, it'll put the Manchester United fans in a good mood. They'll have something, to look forward to that hour before. So yeah, I think he probably will start if he's fit, or if not, then you do that 20 minutes, cameo, don't you, where you get introduced. So but yeah. But yeah, 12:30 kickoffs, man. I used to love these, but if you lose a 12:30 kickoff, that's your weekend ruined, bro. That's your weekend.
It happened to us against Brighton.
I'm not. Yeah, Brighton. Yeah, last season as well, and this season. Was it Brentford last season?
Brentford.
That was on a Sunday. Quick one. Let me ask you a question. If you're Ten Hag out, right?
Ten Hag out, yeah.
So if Ten Hag was to go, who do you get in place?
For me personally, I would not get Southgate. Never Southgate. No.
No.
Tuchel's already said no.
So this is what I'm saying.
The only option is Ruud van Nistelrooy, but has he got the experience to manage? But he's done it with PSV.
What did he do with PSV? I don't know actually.
He won the Dutch league with them, but
okay.
I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if he's ready, but
yeah,
there's a reason why Ineos have bought Ruud van Nistelrooy in, and it could potentially go that way.
The thing is, if we get Ruud van Nistelrooy, bro, it's a fantasy thing, it's a romantic thing with the fans. I'm so old, I've seen it all now. Like,
Ole.
Yeah, exactly. Ole got a social Ryan Giggs when he took over the 4 games at the end of 2014. Do you know what I mean? Like, there'll be shouts for Wayne Rooney now. It's not his team. It's not Van Nistelrooy's team, is it? And then early on, you'll be using this season as a write-off, don't you think?
Yeah, that's true. So hopefully you can get back on track against Southampton. For me, Ten Hag needs to make some big decisions.
Yeah.
Rashford needs to be benched. Ugarte, if he's fit enough to start, if not, then comes on 20 minutes. He's played for Uruguay for 79 minutes and he played again on Tuesday, so he'll be probably on the bench because he's been travelling a lot coming back. So that is my Xerxes should start. Let's get your score predictions for Sunday. What do you think?
Pain. That's from Rocky. I'll say 2-1 United. I think we'll nick a game. We'll nick it. You know what? Rashford to score the winner.
If he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
If Ten Hag gets his tactics right. But I'm going to go for 2-0 as well.
Yeah.
Either Garnacho, if Bruno's fit. Again, Bruno, another doubtful for Southampton. He limped off. He scored a good goal against Portugal. It was a good goal. For Portugal. If this is the first time watching Universal Sports, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get up to 500 likes. So now 500 likes.